talk everything,
Anything.
but no profanity. We're gonna keep it clean.
Yes, not all news is bad news.
Yeah, this is Birdie.
And I'm your co-host, Yoli.
And we are coming from New York.
Yes, the Big Apple.
Big Apple tonight. I'm so great to be in New York. And you know, my co-host here is originally from New York. She's what do you call it? A New Yorker?
Yes, a New Yorker. Born, partially raised, half raised in Boston, so I'm in between states, but I'm happy to be in the Big Apple. I'm originally from Jamaica, Queens. Shout out to all my Queens family.
So you're originally from Jamaica, Queen, and then come and marry to a Jamaican. What's that?
Yes, that's about as all Jamaican I have in me.
I'm telling you, then you spend most of your time in Boston.
In
now.
Beantown, yes,
And then
sir.
most of my years in Boston. So, you know, and
Where
then
we
most
been?
of our years in Boston.
Yes.
So I know we are happy to be in the, what city?
Queens. I'm sorry. New
What's
York,
the city?
the
What
Big
do you
Apple.
call it? Oh, the Big Apple.
The
we're
Big Apple,
we're
yeah.
so happy to be in the Big Apple, and a big shout out to you New Yorkers. All right, we're going to have a wonderful show tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today he's hyped tonight, huh, people?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
what's in that cup over there?
Oh, man, some good Blue Mountain tea.
All right, today is Monday, May 6th, and we're coming to you live, as we said, from New York. And today, on this day, Monday, May 6th, in history, bombers dropped tons of explosives on North Vietnamese bunkers and troop positions. That's not really good news, but that is what happened in May.
Oh, that was up in
On May 6th. Yes.
May 6th.
Also on May 6th, Roger Bannister becomes the first man to run a mile less than 4 minutes. So watch out, Usain Bolt. Making the new record of 3 minutes, 59 seconds at a Lifeley road track in Oxford, England.
Man, that's outdated. Usain Bolt already beat that. That's
You know,
wacko news.
I knew you would have something to say
He
about
already
that.
beat that.
That still happened on May 6th.
Yeah, well, it happened on May 6th. Yeah. You know, still give the man some acknowledgement. Yeah. But those records have already been broken.
Yes, they have, but
By Usain Bolt.
big ups to Hussein, right? That's the only thing I don't like about him is his cockiness.
Well, listen, the guy is cocky, but he delivers. It's one thing to be cocky and can't deliver.
Yeah.
But Usain Bolt cocky all he want, cocky, because you deliver. The day you can't deliver, away with your cockiness. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
So you have all right to be cocky.
There's somebody out there who's always better. Even
Yeah, but
for
the
now,
guy, the
he's
guy
got
is going to
time. We'll
retire.
give it to him.
He said his last one in, is going to happen in Brazil, I think 2016, the Olympic. So after that performance, I guess he said he will retire. I don't know. Will retire from.
I think it's hard on the body when you're like running track and
Yeah.
because I think we know his foot doctor in Florida.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah.
The guy
Yeah.
who
Right.
like does his shoes or makes
Right.
the inserts for his shoes.
Yeah. But I mean, when he say retire, I mean like retire from the Olympics in those big games. But you know, a runner is gonna always be a runner.
Yeah.
So you know, he's not retiring. He's not gonna retire from running.
But from the Olympics.
From those major, events.
Making all that money. It's not like he's not getting paid.
The guy is paid. The guy is rich. The guy is paid. Big up, Usain. Big up.
Yeah, big up. Make some donations to get what.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
You know, we have to invite him on myoccasionlive.com. We have to have him on our show, man.
Yes.
One of these days. Alrighty.
All right. Our first top news of the evening is the marathon bomber, the one who was killed. His name is Tamarin Toshanev. I don't know how to pronounce his
Some
name.
formal name, yeah.
Yes. His body is like, this funeral home director is like stuck with his body there and doesn't know what to do with it. Like, the family says, oh, we want the body in Russia, and then the brother says that he deserves to have his body in Cambridge. And the folks of Cambridge are like, no, we don't want him
But
here. We don't want his body here.
I thought the father said they didn't want the body here. I didn't know. Take it to Russia. Why would... So the Russian don't want the body?
They don't know how to get in touch with the right officials, I guess, because he was involved in this bombing. So it's more red tape involved. It's not just like, okay, my relative died and I'm going to ship the body back to Jamaica or whatever. But this is like a big thing.
Listen, you guys cremate the body.
Well, that's what they said. But he's Muslim. Is he really Muslim? Because the story says that the funeral director got the body to prepare his body for a Muslim funeral, and they're totally against cremation.
But according to Muslim
They're
religion,
against cremation.
that body should have been buried
Yes.
long time.
Yes, the body's just sitting there, so it's bad.
Like Muslim, they die today and by tomorrow they buried.
And usually,
Like within 3 days,
yes,
something
they're
to that
really
effect.
quick about it. And now this.
So listen, is that funeral home guy getting paid? That's what I want to know.
No, I'm sure that's why he wants to get rid of the body. Like, this is insane that they haven't.
And maybe the guy won't get any more business too. Maybe
Yes,
they affect
that's
his
what
business.
he's saying. He can't get any more bodies, or that's kind of horrible to say, but he can't get other people to come and use his funeral home because of this whole situation.
Sorry for you, man. Sorry for you. Sorry. You shouldn't have taken it in the first place.
Well, who's gonna pay for this? If they're gonna ship the guy's body, who's paying for this? Like, Bostonians surely don't want to.
All right.
Hey.
He deserves not to be a terrorist.
He
because
deserves
nobody,
to be buried, though.
No, nobody. See, they can't even
Sad.
bury because the guy's a terrorist. No, there is a dispute over the body. This one don't want the body. That don't want the body. I bet if he was a prominent person,
Yes.
like did some real good thing, he wouldn't. The guy have problem when he's dead.
Yeah. They can't even put. I mean, he's still a human being. Yes, he hurt people. People were killed in this tragic incident, but like, let him go wherever.
Man, you know something? People, burn the body. Because who to know?
You can't just
we
burn
don't
the
know
body.
we don't know if the guy
Disclaimer.
We don't know if the guy gone to heaven or hell. We don't know where he gone. I hope he make it.
Yeah.
That's between him and God anyway. We can't judge him. Although he do a horrible act, we don't know where his soul is.
I feel bad for the funeral director
Yeah.
who's stuck with this body, and it's like, if the brother is saying have the body in Cambridge, then come claim his body and have the funeral and do whatever.
But I get to
Uncle was
understand
in
Cambridge don't want the body to be
They don't
buried
want
there.
it there.
So,
No.
and the man have to give. You know what?
They did what they had to do with the body, and then they just like dumped it on the funeral director.
But you see the
That's the
funniest thing?
bottom line.
You see the funniest thing? They don't want the dead body, but they want the live one. They do everything for the brother to stay alive.
Yes, that's true.
So they could get all squeeze all the information from him.
Yeah.
So you see the big difference? The dead body would do the same thing what the live body did, but they say they'll do anything to keep that live body, to make that body that almost died,
Yeah.
to do anything to make it stay alive.
Is
so
he
they
talking
can get.
yet?
He's talking up a storm.
Is he?
But even if you don't want to talk, they'll give him something to let you talk. You're gonna get either some juice or some tea or something. You're gonna talk.
All right. Atlanta news. The rapper Crisscross rapper, what's his name here? Chris Kelly. He died, and they're preparing his funeral in Atlanta.
Oh, Chris Kelly was a trapper.
You know the one that crisscross to make you jump. They're clothes backwards. I know you're not into the hip hop thing, but since we're in New York, the whole hip hop scene. He's a young kid. He was only 34. He died of a drug overdose. And apparently,
34?
yeah. His
That's
mom
sad.
said
That's sad.
Yeah.
I guess he has done a lot of performance in New York too. I guess they love him up in New York here too.
Yes, but he's originally from Atlanta. And his mom had said that he was sick after using cocaine and heroin the night before. So apparently he had a drug issue.
Yeah, he has a drug problem. It's so sad that these, entertainers have, get hooked and drugs. I wish most of them would get hooked on Jesus instead of getting hooked on drugs. And they don't learn the lesson. They don't see what drugs
do
to
to
others.
It's sad.
And so you see what drugs do to others. So refrain from it. Goodness, learn.
Yes.
Learn. It's as if you see someone jump in the fire and get burned, and you jump in it too to get burned. I don't get it.
It's like it's part of their, what do you call it? Their social being. Like that's what they do. They drink.
Yeah, once in that arena,
sad,
there's
but
certain
it's
things
true
that
with
comes with the territory.
Yes, that's what I mean.
You're a superstar in this. You're gonna experiment in drugs. You're gonna experiment at
You're
other
exposed.
immoral things. And I guess it comes with the
It's kind of a
territory.
hard
It's sad.
thing.
It's very
it's
sad.
kind of a hard thing to be in that industry and try to avoid you know, the parties and
And
what's that show with the stars? Dr. Andrews, where all the stars they're all hooked on drugs, and
yeah,
they go to this facility where
yeah.
they get rehabilitation, and it's usually the stars. And what's the basketball player who just Dennis Rodman? He was saying that's how he got started. When you're in that, you know, you're in that social circle. That's the drugs are there. They have it on the table, cocaine,
Yeah, and certain
drinking,
celebrity circle,
right?
you have to portray certain
Image.
image. You understand?
Yeah.
Have to have a big tattoo. You have to date. You know. It just as I said, it comes with the territory. So hey,
You have to
you know,
stand your ground, though.
stand your ground. Now we're really sorry. Really sorry. You know,
Our prayers go
his
out
family,
to
his
the Kelly
family,
family.
the
Yeah.
Kelly family. You know.
Very sad.
So what you like? I know you didn't grow in New York here. Where is it? Night. What special? Tell me something special about New
This
York.
is the city that never sleeps.
Okay, never sleep. Oh yeah,
Yes,
never
whenever
sleep.
I visit here, I have to go home and get a vacation from a vacation because they don't sleep
They don't sleep.
in the city of
They
New
have
York.
amnesia. What you call it thing when you can't sleep? Amnesia?
Insomnia.
Insomnia? I say amnesia. Insomnia. So it's a city, you should call it the Insomnia City.
Yes, it is. That's what they
Ah,
say. The Big Apple,
Well,
the
it's the
city that
biggest
never
city, the
sleeps.
biggest city, most busiest city in the world. I
Yeah.
think. You know.
And that's why terrorists are always trying to have
Yeah,
attacks
but
here.
I think the Trade Center there, is it completed? It's the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. No, they rebuilt back that Trade Center. Wow, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Something to look at.
All right.
Yep.
All right. They have this new cigarette out. It's it's supposed to be an electronic healthy cigarette. This is just a way, I think, for the people who are making this, because they know a lot of people are starting to stop smoking maybe, and they want to have something else to make money off of.
Yeah.
It's $2 cheaper than your normal cigarette. Okay, I'll give them that, whatever.
So it's an electronic cigarette.
Yes.
So what it has in there? A battery or something?
It says no tar, no carbon monoxide, which is good. They have different flavors. I'm not promoting this. And it's no more secondhand smoke, so we don't have to smell people's smelly smoke if they choose to smoke this. But it still has nicotine in it, which is killing them.
So the nicotine, you know something?
It's a cartridge.
I wouldn't be surprised if this cigarette, electronic cigarette,
It's gonna cause.
is not going to maybe do the body more damage than the regular cigarette.
Doctors are promoting this though.
They're going to permit it. You giving them the next 5 to 10 years, they're going to say, oh, this cigarette is doing more harm than the regular cigarette because they have to do this to it and you know something?
Well,
All commercialism.
that's what I think it is, and especially if they're having like these doctors say like, oh, many doctors think that this is the new healthy cigarette.
Many
Really?
doctors been saying that for years. They've been saying, oh, chocolate is good for your heart. The next thing they say, oh, no, it's not good for your... Man,
Well, dark chocolate is supposed to be a little more healthier than the milk chocolate. So, I don't know. That's science.
we live in a world that nothing is good. The element is against us. Vegetarian try to promote vegetarian. Listen, the plants are infested
Yes.
with pesticide and all sort of stuff. There's no escape. We have to just pray and just live each day at a time until we die.
Yes. Thanks.
That's the bottom line. Just ask God to keep us from the element because you're saying you're vegetarian. If they know the water that irrigate those plants, the irrigation system, do the water.
Oh gosh. The
The
well water.
Well, I mean,
It's disgusting.
most of these plants are genetically altered. Okay?
But this
And
cigarette is not from plants. It's electronic. You know that.
All right. Thanks for putting me back. You know, she said I was, going off track, so she took me back to the cigarette. So thank you. That's smart. That's a smart way. All right. Yeah, I was going off track.
No, that's fine. I agree with you with the vegetation and the water.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm saying the cigarette
Yeah.
is electronic and it's supposed to be cheaper. But the thing about this electronic cigarette is that it doesn't cause cancer. So I'm not promoting it, but if it's something for the smokers to stop,
It doesn't cause cancer yet because they don't discover yet that it's causing cancer.
I think it just gives them.
It just come out. Give them 5 to 10 years. They're gonna say this thing is causing even worse than cancer.
No, I don't.
It's
I don't know.
electronic.
But it's like a cartridge that they put in this thing in it. And
You
it's
see,
like-
in Colorado, they legalize you could plant your pot and it's tough, man.
In
You
your
know.
backyard?
Oh yeah, you could. I mean, people that are on
You seem
medication.
excited
Could,
about this.
people on medication could plant up to 12. Those who are not on medication, 6 I think. In the yard. You should see this house. This lady, man, one of the advocate for the cannabis. Man, those things looking so good.
Oh,
It was
really?
and it's right in your living room. You could smell when they enter the house. Beep, you touch it, you press the bell. Hello? As you open the door, you high like a kite.
But that still remains with cancer, with marijuana and its health.
Yeah, man,
Benefits?
it has health benefit. And if you abuse it, it's going to mess you up. Anything you abuse, even if you drink too much tea or too much water, you know, it affect you. It's moderation.
That's true.
Moderation.
You can drown with water, I heard. Like, if you drink too much water, you can.
If you drink too
Kill
much water,
yourself.
it can intoxicate you.
Yeah.
You can be intoxicated if you
Water-
drink too much water.
water
People think
toxicity.
this is not joke. It's not joke. It's moderation.
Okay. Lauren Hill is finally sentenced to 3 months in prison for failure to pay her taxes.
3 months in prison?
Yes, just 3 months.
Failure to pay taxes?
I think that she.
If you and I fail to pay just 3 months?
Just 3 months. That's like. a
So
slap in the wrist.
why is she behind? Why
She
Lauren?
stopped doing the music industry. Like she stopped, I guess, making records. So she didn't have the money. She told the judge. So
Oh.
she was going to pay it, but I mean.
So why you
really?
didn't pay the taxes when you had money?
That's the thing. Like
Pay it when you had the money.
we're not allowed to say, oh, I was going to pay, but.
Yeah. IRS would, his kingdom would find us anywhere. Oh man.
At a drop of a dime. A drop of a dime. But a lot of these stars they're starting to lock them up. I mean,
They're supposed to be because they have the money and they don't pay. They don't pay taxes.
I think Wesley Snipes got arrested too for, he did his time. He's out, but he
Wesley
had to
Snipes,
do
you
his time.
one smart man. You one smart man. He say, let me do the time and let the money stay and grow interest.
Is that
He could come out and spend his money now.
really?
I do believe Wesley Snipes has some money. You sure he didn't have the money? Oh man. Well, I know Mike Tyson ain't got no cat.
But Mike Tyson didn't get
But
arrested.
he getting back around though. I saw him in some.
He's racing birds, so I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
came with that story the other week. He's racing birds. He could be making some money off
You
birds.
can imagine some people that really get the opportunity to handle some real money. I mean, millions of dollars.
Millions of
And at the end of the day, have nothing to show for it. And all we need is just give us 1 million.
Yes, exactly.
Just a million. And
I'm not greedy.
they get like 50 million, 100 million, and there's nothing to show for it.
Well, she had $970,000.
In taxes?
Yes, in state and federal liabilities.
Wow.
I'm sure she
She
had
lucky
that.
she got 3 months.
That's not a lot of money.
Not 900?
970,000. I mean, it's a lot of money, but like,
You
I
gonna
think it's gonna be.
No, she had that holding taxes to pay.
Yeah, before sentencing, her attorney said that she had already paid. Sorry, 970,000.
Oh, well, she made some effort. She making some effort. Yeah, she had made some effort.
But
Okay.
her taxes that she was failing to pay was about 1 million in earnings.
1 million?
In
1 million in
earnings.
earnings?
In earnings.
No, sir.
Million in taxes.
1
Taxes
million.
about 1 million in earnings. Yes.
Oh,
For failing to
1
pay
million
taxes,
of
about
1
1 million.
Yes, 1 million she's supposed to pay off the
But she
earnings
should
that
have
she
had
get.
like more money than that, I would think, because she
Yeah,
was
most
with
of
the
these
Fugees,
stars are-
then she went solo.
Most of these stars are one hit wonder. They make one
Not
hit.
Lauren Hill. She's not a one-hit wonder.
I didn't say her. I said most of these stars
Oh,
are one hit
okay.
wonder. They make one hit, you never hear about them again.
She was with Bob Marley, a Marley guy there.
Oh, that's
Yes,
Oh,
that's
that's-
Lauren Hill. She was depressed because those Marley men jacked her up and she didn't know what to do, so she got depressed. And this is what happened. Those Marley men telling you, "I'm sorry, Lauren. I know. My heart goes out to you."
Lauren, you should have saved your money.
But she looked from since whatever she was going through with him, she looked horrible. Like she cut off all her locks. She went through this great
She was going
depression.
through a phase and stuff.
After she broke up with him, I mean, he put her through the change. So then she just went
Well,
down.
Lauren, you know what? Once there is life, there is hope, Lauren.
Yes.
Seek some help. What you can get and get back on your feet. One good song could put you back on your feet.
Yes.
All right. So
I don't know if
that's
she's
our wish
still,
for you.
still in good with the Marleys. Like maybe she could do another song. I don't know.
Well, try to put the Marley again, ask forgiveness. Yeah, I mean,
Or
there's
get back with the Fugees. We would really like you to go back with the Fugees. We really loved you with the Fugees, so go there.
get back with the Marleys and make some money. Ask forgiveness. Go back with them and make some money.
Okay, we have a split decision here, obviously.
All the Fugees.
All right.
Get with anybody that can help you at this moment, at this time, at this point in
She's
time.
actually a good singer by herself. She went solo. She had a good album. I loved her CD.
Well, get rehab and get our prayers.
She needs rehab from rehab from the Marley men in her life, so she doesn't need to go there. No, nothing against Jamaican men. I'm just saying. I mean, stop putting it
Against
out there.
Jamaican men, they have the golden touch.
Oh gosh. Okay, moving right along.
Some of them, actually.
Yes, you have the golden touch, babe.
Thank you.
This is a family program.
But we're a family show, so we're gonna move on. Okay. They will appreciate this because there's some amazing facts here about WD-40 and its usage. He's always talking about WD-40.
You know something? WD-40 need to come and put a commercial on myoccasionlife.com. I've been promoting your product. I've been promoting WD-40 for the longest while.
Yes, he has.
Let
But the
me
one
hear
that
what
you mentioned, I'll let you mention yours at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, they said WD-40 helps to protect your bird feeder, which this is kind of dumb. You spray it on the pole for the squirrels, because you know the squirrels like to eat bird seeds. So if you spray the WD-40, the squirrels, they don't like the smell for one, and then they slide up and down so they can't get up to your bird seeds if you like to feed the birds, and the squirrels eat it all before you
Who
can.
cares about go squirrel, go. That's a selfish person who do that. Go hop and help yourself with the bird seed.
No,
squirrel.
it's not squirrel food, it's bird food.
What if the squirrel is hungry? Go and help yourself and eat. That's a no-no for me.
Okay.
That's a selfish, mean, cheap person.
No, you buy it
Selfish.
for the birds.
Buy for the birds, but what if the
Squirrels are like rats. No, I'm not in agreement with that. Good for them. Keep
There's
spraying that
some,
WD-40.
you know, I love squirrels. There's some cute little thing. You ever see the jumping and the tail?
Until they
and-
jump on your neck.
No, not but you just stay away. Yeah, I'm off bound, okay?
And New York squirrels are a whole different breed. New York squirrels come up to you. People feed them pizza.
Really?
Yes, I've seen people feed
New
the
York,
squirrels.
that's how you squirrel are. They're so tame.
The squirrels, like, they're not afraid of the New Yorkers. They'll eat pizza out of their hand. I've seen it done.
Really?
Yes. They're very bold. In the, yes, the New York squirrels are a whole different breed.
Please do not come up to me. If I'm eating, let me eat in peace. I'm not gonna eat any. I'm not gonna eat on the street anyhow, so I won't fear that.
I don't think the squirrels are watching this show, babe. Anyhow.
Oh yeah.
WD-40 also helps to remove dog poo from your sneakers. So if you step in dog poo, spray a little WD-40 and it comes right off. You just rinse it off after you're done.
What about some water and soap?
No, dog poo is hard to come off your shoe.
Yeah, I stepped in some yesterday. I stepped in some yesterday. I mean, I went, you know, big young myself, went up there, you know, and up by the brother Lenny, and I just smell this thing. That dog, I don't know what I don't know what that dog was eating, man.
God.
Yeah. Oh,
Get some.
you know
I hope
something?
it's not on your shoe now.
The same shoe you wore?
No, not the same shoes. I didn't wear the same shoes in the studio.
We had a little concern.
But
with
I
this.
stepped in some yesterday, and yeah.
So put some
WD-40
WD-40 on
yeah,
it, and
yeah,
we'll see
yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
And it also helps. This is a good tip. It also helps to repel against roaches. Who knew? So if you have some WD-40 and no roach spray, spray it. If you spray it on the roach, it will kill the roach immediately. And then it says it repels. So if you spray your house around the areas,
that one I will make sure. This one, yeah.
you're gonna
Repel
keep that
roaches.
one. It helps to repel roaches.
Yeah. I know. You know, I said that she's so much afraid of roach. If you
No, I
see
don't
the
like
smallest roach, she made the biggest deal. So I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, it helps to repel. So we can
Yes.
use that.
Yeah.
It also helps to clean the scum off of your toilet, the lime off your toilet bowls. I wonder if it works on the showers.
You know something? WD-40. No, to put fun and joke aside, WD-40 it has so many uses, man. It's
What?
real good stuff.
Well, they're saying that it also.
You even your windshield, your lights,
Yes,
your headlamp,
that's
your
on
headlamps.
here.
You take it in. Oh, it's a, oh, I'm
It
ahead
said
of
it helps to prevent. No, this is snow buildup on your windows. Like
Yeah, you know.
living in
Snakes don't like it
the snow. Oh,
Yeah.
and snakes here. I hear there's somebody saying there's
Yeah,
snakes
yeah.
also.
Yeah.
And then it says it removes the scuffs from your floors. You know, like the
It has
scuffs.
so much.
on the
Let me
tile?
tell you, it has myriads of use. The WD-40.
Tell
myriads.
them your
It's even
favorite.
good for arthritis. Arthritis, you. Just like when it pull, just like it's not poison. Just like when it pull nuts and bolts, it pull the pain out your joint.
I heard
This
people
works.
use
A
WD-40.
WD-40 is good for
Spray it on
arthritis.
your joints. Yeah.
You spray it on your joints.
My mom won't do it, and she has
Basically,
the worst
it's just
taste on
Vaseline.
it.
It's Vaseline. It's liquid Vaseline.
Vaseline.
Vaseline. It's lubricant. Let me tell you. The time when I had this on
Disclaimer.
You just spray it on your
Yeah,
skin.
I sprayed it on my
I'm
hand.
putting a disclaimer on that. People do. I mean,
No,
we don't want to be responsible. Don't come telling us that
disclaimer. We're not telling you to go and use WD-40 for
on your
arthritis.
skin.
I use it and it worked for me. I don't
Okay.
say to go and do likewise, okay?
Next thing you know, oh, Bertie, you told me to go use some WD-40. My
Yeah,
skin's
yeah.
broken out or burnt off or whatever.
Oh yeah, it worked for me.
Check the
I never feel the
ingredients.
pain again.
Check the ingredients.
I
and
never
then if
feel the
it-
pain again, okay? It worked for
He's
me.
been swearing by WD-40 for
Yeah, I've been
arthritis for a
bigging
while.
up that for pain, yeah.
All right, we'll move away from the WD-40.
Yeah.
Those were all the healthy tips. I hope you guys got something from that.
Do you know what WD-40 stands for?
Do we know what WD-40 stands for, Mr. Construction
Yeah,
guy here?
Yeah, WD-40, it slipped me right now, but I know the meaning.
We'll come back
Wha-
to
What's
that.
the meaning? What's the meaning? Tech room.
Does the tech room know what it stands for?
Tech
Yes.
room. No, I know they did so many experiments with it before they come through actually with it. Just
Yeah.
like Edison, 10,000 times for the light bulb before it came through. But
It stands
WD-40
for water displacement, 40th attempt.
Water displacement.
Oh yes, 40th attempt. That's why I say they try several times before they get it. Water 40th attempt.
Water displacement.
Displacement. 40th
And the
attempt.
40th attempt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I knew
learn
it.
something new every day,
It
huh?
just slipped me. I knew it. Thanks,
knew
tech
it.
room. You see the tech room? Thanks, tech room.
They're on their game this evening.
Yeah. Thanks, tech room.
Okay, moving right along with the science. Scientists have discovered this potential cure for gray hairs.
What?
Which I'm very upset about this.
Listen, I'm happy. They find a cure for gray hair.
You're
I'm
happy?
first in the doctor. Where they at?
I think gray hair makes a man look more distinguished. I love the salt and pepper look. It's very,
Yeah, well, most women
it's
like.
very sexy on a man. I
Yeah,
like it.
most women like salt and pepper.
But I'm sure Bertie wants to hear this story
Yeah.
about.
You know something? I have some gray hair. And then I went to the store, the hair place, to buy this thing. And then I would touch up here. And then she said, why are you using a shoe polish?
'Cause
It's not a shoe polish. But this thing is so, the funniest thing, you put it in your hair, but you just pray it doesn't rain.
Yes.
Because
then
if
you
it
get
rains,
black
it's gonna-
coming down. Well, this is saying that you get rid of the gray hairs. It all started with a new study. Researchers analyzed a skin biopsy on a group of people suffering from vitiligo. You know, the Michael Jackson disease. They gave them this pill in low levels, and it helps break down the hydrogen peroxide and relatively iododative stress. Researchers have treated vitiligo patients with this cream containing it, so now they're saying they have this cream that they could probably invent to take the coloring of the gray out of your hair. Like you
But
put the
it's
cream-
not good because when you put the gray hair, if your hair's still growing, you know what look bad? Your up here is black and then the root down here, it started to grow and it look
Yeah,
white.
that's true too. But if you put it on your scalp, I mean, I wouldn't trust any kind of cream in my scalp. Gray hair means wisdom, so I'm okay with gray
You know
hair.
something? I stay in my gray hair because now you're gonna come up with some tablets
Yeah. Well, no, it's
for
saying
me
the
to
cream.
take.
You rub it in your hair. Maybe it's like a hair grease.
All right. You know what? We're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back to this gray hair issue, right?
I don't have a gray hair issue. He does.
Yeah, I have gray. You know, I've been graying from I was 9.
And we're back.
Welcome back to Mek Wi Talk.
Yes.
So what you have there? You have the interesting facts of the day, or what?
No, I just hope you guys enjoyed that jazzy music that was just
yeah.
playing.
Oh yeah.
Smooth jazz.
Mm.
And before I go back into our interesting fact of the day, please be sure to tune in to DJ Stu, coming to you tomorrow night from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight for all you up late people out there. And also be sure to tune in to my boy Reggie Smith, coming to you with Tech Pulse from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. DJ Stu is also on Thursdays as well. Be sure to check him out. All right. Moving on to the fun fact of the day. What do bulletproof vest, fire escapes, windshield wipers, and laser printers all have in common?
Wow, that sounds interesting.
They were all invented by a woman.
What?
Yeah. What? What do you mean?
So
what?
a woman invent bulletproof vest?
Yes, she's trying to keep her man safe. That's an excellent.
Oh.
It only could have been invented by a woman because we have that kind of.
And a woman invent what?
Fire escapes to save her family. The superwoman of the house.
And what they invent again?
Windshield wipers and laser printers.
You see, a woman wants to see where they're going. They want their family to be protected. It's all about security.
Yes, women. That's our.
And a woman invent laser printer too.
Yes, for the.
Big up for the women. Big up for the women.
I bet you guys didn't know that.
I didn't know women invent.
Women are smart.
I didn't know women invent a thing. I think they invent bills.
Bills?
To spending. I think they invent spending. I didn't know you guys invent.
Okay, viewers, Bertie will be walking home this evening. So
if
any of you know of
I'm in New York. There's a lot of places in New York I could stay.
He was taking the subway home.
There's a lot of motel in New York. The subway. I mean, come on. There's subway. There's taxis. Hey, it's a city that doesn't sleep.
Okay.
It's a city that doesn't sleep. So we'll be up. I'll find my hotel room.
Okay, good.
I'll find my hotel room.
I'm glad you know you'll be.
Please don't lock the door. If I will sleep, but I can't sleep at the door, man. They're gonna. Man,
yes, exactly.
They might call it security of me, huh?
Women are very inventive. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
women, yeah.
Girl power.
I didn't know women
We
invent.
protect our policemen every day when they put on that vest.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I think that's excellent. Good stuff.
That's cool, man. Women, big up to the women. Actually, it's the first time knowing that women invent all these stuff.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
All right. Do you have our word of the day?
Yeah, our word of the day is glamour.
Glamour?
Glamour. Glamor.
Glamour. Okay.
All right. Loud and sustained noise.
You mean clamor?
Oh, clamor. Did I say glamour? You see what? That's why I can't do it on her. You know, I can't do it on her. Because I'm here to screw up and she's here to straighten me out.
Yes, he's
right?
getting straightened out from that woman comment about being woman inventor.
You see what just happened a while ago?
It's clamor.
It's clamor. So you see what you call that now? What you call that thing when they come around to what you call it again?
What?
When a jinx, like a jinx, what you call it?
Blooper?
Not blooper. I'm just talking about so I come around I was just saying
Oh,
about
karma.
Karma. So the
yeah.
karma just hooked me because I'm just bad mounting. I wasn't bashing the women anyhow. I just say we didn't know that you guys invented, some stuff. But that's good. So that's it. And
Still walking home, people.
it make insistent demands or complain. That's
What does it mean? Repeat that again.
To make insistent remark demands or complain.
Oh, okay.
Consistent. So, noisy,
Loud.
and stuff like that. Louder than you. And then the scripture of the day is taken from Psalm 100. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands.
Yes.
Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing.
Amen.
So that's the noise you must make. Not not an outcry, not a public outcry, but
nagging.
But make the noise of praising the Lord.
Amen.
That's good. All right.
Okay. So you guys got that about this new invention, this new cure for grays? and we'll move on from there.
Yeah,
But he has
Is
decided
that,
he's not going to use it.
yeah, I'm gonna go natural. You know, let this gray. I'm gonna go. I mean, first time you could say gray hair, you're getting old, you're age.
Yeah.
But no, it
Young
doesn't
people
mean a
have
thing.
it. Yes, young people have it. Kids, I see kids with gray
That's
hair.
what I'm saying. I'm doing. My son has gray hair. I mean,
Even when he was like 6 years
yeah,
old.
even
he
my
had
younger
gray hair.
brother, he had so many gray hair. He had so many
So
gray
all
hair
you
himself.
salt and pepper men out there,
Yeah.
if you don't want to be salt and pepper, there may be a cure coming. But I say keep the salt and pepper look. You look good with it. You wear it well, especially my brothers out there. Keep hope alive. All right. Okay, here's our dumb criminals list. We have a woman who was arrested on a DUI charge. The cop asked, she told the police officer that she was out celebrating getting her license back from getting suspended from a DUI charge earlier.
You know something? Suspended permanently.
Exactly, like what?
Because you get a break.
Yeah,
Are you suspended and you're going to go out and celebrate because your DUI charge?
a DUI charge, yes.
Yeah.
In Illinois, this woman. I hope they can get.
So
the
she was
story
out
straight.
celebrating because it was her last.
Yeah,
of the
she was finally getting her license back,
Back.
so she went out to celebrate and then got pulled over again.
For DUI.
Yes.
You don't love your life, lady. You don't
should
love
be
life.
arrested.
You don't celebrate for that. You
No.
get your license
How about
first.
drink some water?
Get back your license. Oh, she had
It's
a
quite
license.
refreshing. Yes, she got her license back.
Oh, she got her license back.
Yes,
She
I-
just got it back.
Just got it back.
And
Was
went out again
celebrating.
and celebrated. And oh man.
You guys have to read this story. It's
Oh
hilarious.
man. That's what you know something, there's no such thing as bad luck. But this one is what you call bad luck.
And she, you know, she's old enough to know better too. Like it's not.
Yeah, she's an old elderly lady.
Yes.
Come on now. You have many years of experience. Act mature.
Yes. And the thing is that this time they should just give her like some time. She needs to obviously sober up.
Learn a lesson. She needs
Get
to
us some
learn
help.
and sober up and learn some
I
lessons.
thought it was a joke when I'm like, okay, she's out celebrating for something that she just got a license for doing, and then like yes, the joke is on her for out drinking for the same thing and get pulled over again. So
So did
that
they
goes to
charge
show
her
that she
again?
doesn't learn. Yeah, she was charged again.
Ah.
And she's like permanent. She's permanently under a new habitual DUI law they're proposing for the very near future. So it's
Yeah.
going to be something that they're going to start enforcing this.
You
new
know
law.
something? You remember those days when we used to go out, man? We used to many occasions.
Yes.
I just find myself in the bed in the morning. I don't know how I reach it.
Oh gosh.
Because I would go out partying, man. I would be like, all I can hear, babe, you break the light. You broke the light. Babe, slow down. That's all I can hear. You remember those days?
Yes, I do. And
I hate when you drink. When you drink, you drive too fast and you're breaking all the lights. What if the cop pull us over?
And his thing is like you'll drive more careful when you're under the influence, but that's not the case.
Most of the time I drive carefully.
Disclaimer.
No, most of the time I drive carefully because I just like, as soon as the lights are yellow, I make it. Most of the time I drive carefully. I'll never get pulled over, but I know it's by the grace of God. It wasn't by my fault.
Exactly. Let's get to the marrow of the bone here.
Thank God I'm sober now. I don't drink anymore.
Yes, or gotten pulled over.
I don't get drunk anymore. I don't want to do like what that lady do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of dumb criminals, we have another dumb criminal here.
I don't know what I was thinking of. What were we thinking? I mean, drinking. Then you drinking and then you don't even know what's going on around
No,
your environment and your surrounding. The house could be burning down and you don't know.
It's an enhancer. Like I mean,
Yeah.
it's courage juice.
So
like to call it.
when I look back and I say, what was I thinking? I mean, what was I thinking? What were we thinking? Well, you never
Sinners
used to be
saved by grace.
you never used to be a big good drinker. Though.
No, I don't.
You
I
smell
can't.
you smell it and you're gone. You never used to be
A lightweight, huh?
a reality. You should drink early. No,
No, I didn't like reunion.
no, you used to drink.
Anyway, moving right along.
Okay. Sparkling water, you know. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. We
Yeah,
have
you
another
drink.
dumb-
Oh, yeah. You haven't drink so long. I forget your drink.
Do we really have to talk about this?
Okay, but you talking about drinking D wine? Say blends in nicely.
first it was vodka cranberry, or the wine that I drink
Yeah.
was Sutter Home.
Yes, shut a home wine. And sometimes I bring the wrong thing. You don't know the wine I'm drinking. This is it. You keep bringing. I have to go back to the store with it.
Oh gosh.
You know, I remember those days, but those days are gone.
Yes, long gone.
Those days are long gone.
All right, moving right along. Now that we're talking about dumb criminals here, we have another dumb criminal out of Burlington, Wisconsin. Broke into a Remax real estate company, grabbed a couple of computers, put them outside the door, and then went back in, saw this bear, like this bear rug, bear skin, it was like a live looking bear,
Yeah.
wrapped up, and it fell asleep on the floor. And stayed inside and left the computers that he was allegedly going to steal. And the workers came in the next morning and saw that their stuff was outside. They knew that they'd been broken into.
Yeah.
And called the police. And the police is like having them exit the building because they said the criminal was still in there. Fell asleep.
Well, I mean, I would say I don't know, because if I fell asleep inside, and the things that I stole, I put them outside the computer.
As soon as
Outside.
they take the fingerprints on it, you're going down, buddy.
I would say I don't know. How would I take them if I stole them? How would I take them with me? Oh, the fingerprint. I guess the fingerprint.
Well, he told the police that he was cold and tired. So he was drinking, once again, alcohol influence. He was drinking and got sleepy probably and lost his courage and fell asleep.
If I was a judge trying to come before me and I was a judge, I would let the man go, man. I would say this. I would say go. I mean, you got to be out of your mind.
He still broke their window. He caused damage to the property.
Oh, he broke the window.
He
With it?
had to get in there somehow, so he broke the glass and got in and left the computers outside and went in for a cat nap and didn't wake up till the morning to find police officers waiting for him.
That's not a dumb guy in crime.
He's
That's
dumb.
a crazy guy in crime.
Oh well, the owner of the Remax place said you can't help stupidity. You can only arrest it.
Yeah, he's a
Which
crazy.
I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy in crime, man. I mean, he's crazy. This guy is nuts.
Well, he could have got away with it, but thank God nobody was hurt in this thing. And the poor guy was just looking for some shelter also, but he was drunk. He fell asleep.
Yeah, I mean, he's a dumb guy in crime. You know?
So that's your other dumb criminal for the day.
You have some real dumb criminals, though. Some real dumb criminals. Dumb criminals.
Oh, this is there's this this accident that happened in sorry, an accident of this Lincoln Town limousine that was on fire.
Oh, that's all over the news. That's
Yes,
all over.
that's the current
That's
news
sad,
that's
though.
going
That's sad. In California, I mean, the bride and the bridegroom, and I mean, they weren't meant
Well,
to
the
marry.
bridegroom wasn't in there. It was a bunch of women.
Oh, the groom.
It was all the women going out to like celebrate
Oh,
their
so
marriage.
Also, it's the bride died.
Yes, the bride died and 4 other women died.
Yeah. That's.
And they had this thing like all over like CNN. They had the driver,
Yeah.
a black guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, he got out, but he tried to help. He said he
Could
couldn't
you ever
remember.
figure out what were they doing in the back? Let that thing catch a fire.
No, I wonder if they were smoking back there. They're still, everything's
But, I
still
mean,
under investigation.
Were they drunk? They got to be intoxicated. I mean, is a car catching? I mean,
Well, they
is
were
a
telling the driver to pull over because smoke started coming. We don't know if it was the faulty of the car or if somebody dropped a cigarette. But like, imagine you're on the driver couldn't really pull over yet. He had to like wait. There's traffic. He's in the middle of traffic.
No, stop.
He can-
Listen, I'm in the car and it catching fire. I'm getting home.
Yeah, like how do you? I don't
I'm
understand. how
bursting
they
the window.
open
I'm
the
like, I
door.
come few. I'm getting out.
I think they were Asian too, and you said kung fu.
I'm getting out. Listen to.
I don't know if the doors have handles.
It's got to be iron glass. I'm getting out.
They were trying to, and they found most of the bodies like at
Kick
one end
the
of
glass.
the limo.
I'm getting out.
Yeah.
I'm kicking the glass, and if I can't, I kick. I'm gonna headbutt it. I'm getting out.
Yeah. But it's like
It's very sad, though. It's very
the
sad.
driver was actually able to pull 2. He said 1 or 2 of them out, but they like squeezed through. I guess the partition where the limo driver has a partition. They like pulled one of her through and got her safe, but there was still 5
sad.
other people left in this car.
Yeah, that's real sad. That's
It'll
real
be
sad.
interesting to see what whose fault it is or how this happened, because thank God there were survivors who can try and get some kind of resolution on what happened.
We don't know what transpired. That was transpiring only back then
Yeah.
in the car.
I
Could be could be. It could.
The
Yeah, we don't want to
smoking or-
speculate. We don't want to speculate, but it's sad and it's
very sad.
It's tragedy. It's a very, very sad tragedy. You know, didn't you had on your wedding date at that?
Well, I think they got married, and then they were going to get married in their home country later on. So they already had
Oh.
they were having like a bridal shower, and the groom was waiting at the bridal shower while they were on their way to. So
man.
that's the sad part about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's real sad. That's real sad. It's real sad.
The wife died, and they don't know if the mom was in the car. They think the mother. They're not, letting
They
out.
said the body it burned so bad that it's hard to identify the body. It
So
burned
there's still-
badly. Yeah.
I think they
yeah.
usually go by dental records at this point if there's like no
Yeah.
scanner left. That's
Mm.
really sad.
Yeah. I hope there only one thing I can say. I hope you guys are Jesus.
Yes.
I hope you guys are Jesus.
All right, on internet, there's an internet commercial which I've never saw this, but there's a Pepsi Cola commercial for Mountain Dew. They apologize for this mostly racial commercial. It's U.S. soft drink company Pepsi Cola have withdrawn an advert
Excuse me?
claims that it was arguably most racist commercial in history.
Most racist commercial in history.
Yes, because they have like these black guys in a lineup, and then there's like a goat. I don't get the whole story. Of
So the black guys were in the commercial. The black guys were in the commercial.
the black guys are in the commercial, like
so
you know how they
so
have
why
the
the
lineup?
black? So they didn't know it was a race.
They had the white woman who's like getting like beat up, and they have the black guys lined up, and then a goat in between one of the black guys.
You know those
Which
black
I don't
guys.
get what that was supposed to
Those
mean.
black guys may be hungry. They need some. You know something. Sometimes we desperate. You
What
know,
do you say, like
so.
the guys who did the commercial?
I mean,
who
even
agreed
black
to it?
guys, if you say it was racist, I mean, why would you get involved in something like that?
Yeah.
They just want some money. They don't care.
But why would they have? I'm surprised that like.
I had a friend one time that said, listen, man, I don't care if they call me nigga and pay me. You could call me the worst thing, just pay me.
Pay you. Then
He was satisfied. Just give me the money. You could call me nigga. I
Not
don't
me.
care.
I'm not in agreement with that one.
You pay me. And then I take the same money he pay me, then take him and sue him with it. Just pay me big. He said anybody could give him $1 million and call him anything any race is coming. Give me cash in hand, and
Yeah.
afterward I take it and sue.
Well, I think no, because like what's that movie that Jamie Foxx just came out with?
Yeah.
They were talking about how they use the Changos or Jangos.
Yeah.
They use the N-word constantly. Oh, Quentin Tarantino's known for his movies of being a little out there, so. But Jamie Foxx was in that movie getting paid to use the N-word over and over.
You
and
know
over.
something? I notice most of these preachers, well, I just watch them preach, especially these big mega churches. And when they preach, most of the sermon don't base on like love. Love your neighbor, as I said. Most of the sermon don't base on, listen, if you're racist, you're not going to make it to heaven.
Yeah.
You ever notice how they preach?
Yeah.
If they don't preach that, they don't touch that. Because most of them who preach, they're racist themselves. If you're racist and you don't love your brother, if you're not going to heaven.
Well, yes, that's what
And they
I
have
do.
this big mega church, but they don't mention nothing about that. If you have hate in your heart for your brother, you're not going to make it.
Yes.
They need to emphasize on that more. You're
Well-
not going to make it.
Well, a lot of the churches where, it's not enough diversity in the church, but a lot of the Caucasian, not to, put them out there, but like they will go to another church if it gets too inundated with black people, which is kind of sad. That we all, if you're in a church and the Bible, you know yourself that the Bible speaks on love, and you go to another church, that's wrong. That's just wrong, but it's there. It still exists.
Yeah,
in the
that's
year
what I'm saying. If
2013.
they preach and they go around, they circle around the Sabbath and they don't talk about hell. They don't preach about hell anymore, and they don't speak about love. What? Love means you're gonna love everybody. There's
Right.
no hatred, not a ounce of hatred.
Yes,
Because if you
God
don't
is
love
not
your neighbor,
racist.
whether they're, well, you know something, black people, we are racist too.
Oh, of course.
We are not off the hook.
Yes, we're not. No, we don't get it.
Most of the races in my face when I come in this country is from black, not white. Is it true?
The black on black races.
Race, I'm telling you. When you guys come in, they're gonna look at
Oh, you mean the blacks against Jamaicans?
against black, period.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. That exists in our own too.
Yeah,
There's the
look at
light
black-
skinned
look-
blacks
look
against
black-
the dark skinned blacks. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's just ignorance from way back when. That just carried over between the blacks.
But what I'm saying, to combat racism is hate, and that's what I'm saying. If you hate, you're not gonna make it. And they don't preach a lot of this in the churches because they have these big mega churches, but they don't preach against racism.
Yes.
And they don't preach against hate. If you hate, you're not going to heaven. Period.
Yes.
And so gonna have. You remember with Moses and
Miriam
go marry.
and sister.
You know, we can't go say they go marry this African, this black woman, and then his sister didn't like it, and then she get white leprosy. Yeah. They need to preach more about that. Anyhow, how did we reach?
All
here?
right, Pastor.
Yeah.
A man was arrested on American Airlines flight for fighting. This is an issue I want to bring up about them serving drinks on airplanes. This belligerent man on American Airlines, apparently he got so drunk he was listening to another conversation of another gentleman across the aisle from him, and I guess he, said some explicit words to the man.
Yeah.
And then the man just got annoyed and clocked him. He hit him. The sober guy hit the drunk guy, and then the other drunk guy charged over and started fighting. So another good Samaritan stepped in and held the drunk guy down until they got to their destination. They usually stop the planes for this. They
Really?
land for the next state, but they
Yeah.
held this guy down and had
Yeah.
the cops, meet them at the airport. But they need to do something about the drinking on the airplanes.
Well, how are they gonna do? They have.
They don't need to have alcohol on the
Especially
airplane.
first class. First class, you have the alcohol, the seat, to chill. But how are they gonna know which one is the crazy one? They're gonna make it full of the paper. If you know you get belligerent when you drink, please feel here, feel here.
Well, whatever.
No,
Then
no.
just stop serving it altogether. Because just like if there's certain things that have one bad apple spoils it for the rest, why don't they do it for that? Okay, there's been. I'm sure if I look up on the internet or Google all the incidents of drunk, belligerent people on the airplane, thousands would come up. Just stop serving
But some
it.
people, what I'm saying, some people are very afraid of flying, and the only thing that calm them down is
Well,
having
get
a
your
drink.
before you go. There's bars in the airport. Why do you need to
Yeah, so when you
have
go,
more on the plane?
yeah, so that means when
Which
you go,
still just defeats the purpose because they could just get drunk there and then go on the plane drunk.
And make
belligerent.
mischief.
Yeah,
so
that's
they
true.
could no. When they jump, no. What you do, you do all the thing first. You check in first, and then you drink. And then if you drunk, then
Disclaimer: we're not promoting drinking once again.
no, you drink. No, you
We're
drink.
talking about a lot of alcohol this evening.
No, you check through, and then you go to the bar and you drink. You're afraid of flying, so you drink as much. If
Take
you're
a
drunk,
Valium or take
if-
some
if
a
you're
medication
drunk- if you're drunk, they lift you up and go and put in the seat.
and buckle you in. No,
Buckle you in.
no. Just stop serving drinks on the airplane. What?
You know what I hate on the airplane? You're on the airplane and you have some people with very weak bladder. And you sit on the hand. No, you sit on the hand. And they sit to the window side. And every 5 minutes, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Too much beer or something else from the airport. That's what I'm saying.
Young man, people like these, they should check them out. Sit at the hand. Right.
Give them a
Sit-
bottle or a cup or something.
Sit at the hand so you know. Don't go back to the window. Sit at the hand. If you know you have a bladder problem, sit at to the aisle.
But I think even they had the flight attendant with
Yeah.
the drinking as well.
Yeah.
One of the flight attendants, didn't they open a door or he opened the emergency thing and slid down there and gave everybody the finger? He was drunk. Once
Listen.
again, he was drinking in the airport, the little bar that they keep on the plane. He was drinking beer.
I would prefer a drunken man
On
that drink and stay calm on the plane than someone that sit beside you or in front of you and every minute they pass a gas. Some serious gas. I mean, there's no window to open. I was traveling and let me tell you something, man. I was like, I said, if the flight had continued
Why?
for another 30 minutes, I would have been a dead man.
There's
That-
no
this
ventilation.
person had some serious gas, I'm telling you.
And there's nowhere to go.
That
It's
invent
hard.
some plane that could take suck these gas out, man. Because you sit to that. These people, you know.
Well, they do have the blower. They have the blower up above you where you
But this
turn on
man,
the air thing.
I don't know who was doing it, man. They were passing so many gas, almost cut off the oxygen going to my head.
Well, you always say if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. So
I mean, you gotta, people when they traveling, make sure you eat proper food before you travel there. I mean, that's like a torture. I mean, you can't move. You have to sit on there and just take it in.
Oh God.
You take, there was, I don't know, man. There was this flight that was that, and the guy, I don't know. They were just doing it one after the other, one after the other. I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, thank God they don't serve that food. They don't serve. Oh, why don't they? Here's my solution. Serve food on the plane instead of crackers. I mean, instead of the alcohol. Substitute the food.
Yeah, because I mean, listen, the food they're serving
They're
on the
gassy.
plane,
There's no.
the food they're giving on the plane is gas pie. I mean, they're gassy. If they're giving them something heavy, maybe you understand. Oh man,
Doesn't Air Jamaica have like? They used to have food on there.
Yes, they have food. I think
Man, that
Fly
was the
Jamaica.
best.
I think in one
Air
Fly
Jamaica
Jamaica,
had-
they give food.
They had some real good food
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I went for the first time to Jamaica. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
oh man, all the airlines need to get with the program and serve hot food.
I think Fly Jamaica that come back, they're serving hot food now. Fly Jamaica,
Good.
yeah.
So there's your plug for Flight Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right, this is really more of a international news
Yeah.
from Australia, where a petty thief comes into a fast food restaurant to try and rob them, goes into the cash register and tries to get money out, hits the lady. The lady gets the pot of chili and throws the chili in his face and got burned and arrested because he was still on the ground when the police arrived. So you can use chili as a weapon, apparently.
Anything other way, I mean, hot chili,
Hot grits.
hot grits, let me tell you, only in Australia they would do that. If somebody go in Africa or in some third world country, they're not going to throw away their chili on you. They're going to make you rob them. They're not throwing away their, maybe it's the last meal for the day. They ain't throwing
Hot
away their
chili.
chili. Especially if, listen, if I'm hungry and I have my chili,
Well, they're
and
coming
it's
to
not
rob
my
you, and you're
business,
scared. You're gonna
I
throw
would,
it.
I would just say, take what you want. Don't take my life. Give me my chili, okay? You're not taking my food.
All right, that's my start of your international,
All right.
taking us for a world tour.
It's amazing how you bring up Australia, because in Australia there's a disease that's it's the proliferation of that disease in Australia is like getting out of hand, and it's called the BD bowel. No, IBD. Sorry, IBD, inflammatory bowel disease.
Oh
it's
gosh,
an
more potty
inflammatory-
talk, more potty talk.
Yeah, it's a disease that's really creating havoc in Australia now, and it's affecting most of the young people. What this thing is as I said, it's IBD, inflammatory bowel disease, inflammatory bowel disease, and what it do it's an ulcer type thing, like
Oh, it's serious. Then.
yeah, it's internal mucus thing. Yeah, it's also like thing, and it's very painful because it's inflammatory. So
Well, how old are-
inflammation always caused by injury, pain, irritation, and stuff. So it's taking over.
Maybe it's
But-
the food they eat.
Yeah, they say it's kind of something like the diet. It could be something of the diet and sanity.
They eat
Yeah,
kangaroo in
yeah,
Australia.
yeah.
I tried to let the kids know that they do eat, like, kangaroo is a delicacy.
It said Australia at this moment has the highest rate of one of the highest rate of that disease.
Oh.
It said it's up to 75,000. That's a small continent.
Australia?
Yeah, and they have up the 75 of its the natives there, the people there suffering from this IBD.
Wow.
And it also, the ulcer is not, it affect you like the
That's
intestine.
deadly. That's deadly.
It could be deadly.
Yes.
It
I
could be
bet.
deadly if you don't take it up in hand. It could be deadly, and it's really creating havoc over there. They said by the year 2023, 100,000 people would be affected.
By this.
Would be affected, and all internal ulcer is just an internal. It's internal mucous surface of the body.
So it's attacking-
in the duodenum, which means from the small intestine down to
Is this
the
common on
stomach.
babies or old people?
No,
Like, what is
children.
it?
It's mostly in children,
Oh,
and if
that's
it's
so
not if
sad.
it's not treated quickly, then you get exposure to too much medication, prolonged medication, and it lead to
That's
death.
terrible.
Yeah, it's really terrible, and it's causing the government there a lot. It's costing them money. They say it's putting hole in the pocket, so they want to nip it in the bud. So Australia, it's I haven't heard. Is there any outbreak? You haven't ever heard of any
I've never
outbreak
heard
here?
this. I'm definitely interested in looking this up because I need to.
Yeah, but they said
know
it's
more
very
about
popular
this.
in developed countries.
Well,
Most
I've never
developed, but
heard of it here.
I've never heard of it in Jamaica. It's a pain in the gut in putting a hole in the pocket of the you know
Costing them
in the
money.
economy and
And there's no cure.
yeah, it's unknown. Actually, they said the cause of it is unknown,
Oh God.
but it is more common in developed countries, as I said, and it's in the hygienic. It has something to do with the hygiene. It's the hygiene and the
oh, they're nasty over
and-
there. That's it.
hygiene living or diet. So
They're
it's
nasty over there in
no,
Australia.
it says it has something to do with the hygiene. Although they say it's unknown, but at the same time they say it has something to do with hygiene. I don't like
That's
that word
wrong.
at all. They
Exactly.
could be, as I say, nasty. It could be nasty. We don't want to offend anyone, but
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
that's what they say. Hygiene. It's their paper saying
Work
hygiene
meeting.
or the diet. So they have to if they don't if
They're
it's
eating
unknown.
kangaroo and not washing their hands.
Well, it's something they have to do something about it though because it's getting way out of control. See, it's getting ready.
It could be a plot for to get more people to go out and buy like cleansing things if they're saying it's hygienic. And I'm sure it's all over the news over there. If it's like something that's costing them money, they're gonna put it out there and get sales and other things.
Right. So listen out now, Australia. We really sorry for your outbreak of IBD, inflammatory. What you say? Inflammatory bowel disease. You could just imagine
That
those
sounds
people.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But what I'm saying, we don't want to go across the border.
Right.
Although they claim it's common. It's
We don't
common
want
in,
it over here.
yeah,
In other words.
it's common in developing countries. But if it has something to do with the hygiene and the diet,
Wash.
maybe it should be a little bit concerned where sanitation is concerned.
Yes.
Brazil. Went over to Brazil and I just like these international headlines. They just tell it as it is. They're just blunt. In Brazil, the headline is like Brazil has become a disoriented giant.
Why?
That
Why are they-
captivated my attention. Brazil is one of those emerging economy, right?
But they're for the they do all the carnivals and party stuff over there.
Oh yeah,
So
and Brazil.
they're known for their
It's one of the emerging.
dancing.
It's one of the emerging economy with India. India, Russia. China
Uh-huh.
and South Africa.
Oh wow.
So when I saw this headline, I was like, Brazil has become a disoriented giant. It kind of caught my attention. I said, wow. Because when they use the term disoriented,
That means you don't
disoriented,
know-
yeah,
you don't know what's
it's to
happening.
cause to lose one's sense of direction.
Yes.
So I mean, the sense of direction, the position,
This is
or,
their economy.
or the relationship with one surrounding. So when I see that, I was like, oh no, because I did a writing in Brazil, and Brazil is doing pretty well. They're investing in biofuel,
Oh yes.
and they really, one of the things I admire with Brazil
Mhm.
is that they even though as we speak they send 100,000 of their college students to universities in America here
Yes, yes. They do
to
like
study
that.
engineering and science.
Well, that's scary.
Yeah, they're sending them here to study engineering and science. And what are we doing here?
Exactly.
They said we're short of scientists and engineering here. There are like 2 million jobs that need to be filled. But they don't have the qualified person.
Here we
And
go
but
again.
yeah, but
That's
yeah,
an
yeah.
American problem.
Yeah, but even Mexico is criticizing Brazil. One of the former foreign minister of Mexico saying, Brazil is just a hype, basically. It's just a
Yes.
hype. But they know to sell themselves because Mexico is doing better than Brazil in even homicide and a lot on the front.
Like crime, you mean?
Yeah, it's a bad news for Brazil. It's a magic moment as the world's most promising emerging market in the eyes of international economic elites is waning
Wow.
and replaced by a wave of gloomy forecasts, which is not good. there are many stories in in recent weeks portraying or suggest Brazil as a country that is going nowhere. I beg to refute that. They've been saying, especially, their neighbors, Brazil neighbors like Argentina, Venezuela,
Yes.
and they are saying like Brazil is not going, it's not even so, it's not even so good. They're like bashing Brazil, but I love Brazil.
Brazil is a party place. That's
Yeah,
where you
but-
go and dance and
Yeah,
like,
and
carnival things.
they're going to host the soccer Olympics in
Oh yes,
the
that's
World
gonna bring
Cup.
the money. That's smart.
Yeah, they're going to host it in 2014, and then they're going to host the Olympic in
Oh really?
2016. But the strategy that Brazil, I like what you guys doing because what they're doing, they have a long-term plan.
Yes.
What most countries they don't
That's
see.
the-
The long term, they have a long-term plan that they're trying to invest in education. As I said, they have like 100,000 students.
From
That-
there. That's
from there.
But who's paying for that? They
The
tend to be
government,
broke.
the government is sponsoring them to come here to study engineering and science. So that's a long-term strategy that will pay off.
So
that
they're
would be-
using they're already spending the money that they're going to be making from the Olympics.
Oh no, I wouldn't. No, let me
I'm
tell you.
just joking.
One of the things why Brazil had this hype, imagine they took 30 million of their people from poverty, transferred them from poverty into the middle class. And that's an impressive number
Yeah.
of any country to do. So, they took that and they're trying to work on the infrastructure and the huge oil reserve. They have this huge oil reserve.
Really?
Oh,
Brazil?
yeah, they have this huge oil reserve. And as I said, they have the long-term investment in education, trying to turn around the education and biofuel and stuff like that. So they don't, Brazil sees it necessary to improve the quality of its education. As recently, as I said, it launched
I
that.
can't hear it.
So don't give up on Brazil, okay?
All right.
Don't give up on Brazil. I personally feel like Brazil is not really disoriented, but just going through their phase.
Yes.
And
they
they
were
will-
like, weren't they fighting over there too? Like, you couldn't travel to Brazil for a while. I thought that they were
No, they have the
fighting over there where.
No. They have the little internal. Like you remember the other day, the tourists went there and but the crime
Yeah.
rate is high in Brazil though.
Yes.
They have to get that under
That's
control.
because they're drinking and partying over there with
Yeah.
those carnivals.
Brazil, they have to
I
get the
can
crime
only
rate under
imagine.
control. And they were saying one of the things is they make international market determine the price. The exports are very expensive, which is kind of putting a strain. And the economy is growing, which
Right.
China is the biggest trading partner. It's growing, but the export price is so high, so the competitiveness is not on their side. Until they can get to straighten that out, then it will bounce back. But I think Brazil is just in a temporarily.
And I think
This-
pedophiles go over there and buy the little young Brazilian girls. These
disoriented-
old men.
Oh
They
yeah,
did.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
like popular in Brazil. They give them like $5 American
Oh yeah, my
money.
friend said.
and they
My
buy-
friend went there. He said he gave it. My friend said he gave it.
$5 will get you like a night with a Brazilian girl. I'm not promoting this once again. I'm putting a disclaimer on that.
No. My friend went there,
No,
and he
I've
said he
heard
gave
this.
one $5. And they were like, really? Where you wanted to? $5? He said he couldn't believe $5 US, and that was such a big, humongous deal.
And these are not like these are young girls too. So your friends.
My
a
friend said
pedophile?
they're pretty to hair reach right down the butt. Right, pretty.
So your friend's a pedophile? Like who you?
I don't think he's a pedophile. He went on vacation and he was just having fun. He said, man, you could pick
With
the
young
few-
girls or just women? Is he saying? You better watch your friends.
Listen. He travel, right? On vacation. They're doing business.
Yes, they do a lot of them. In
Yeah, so you don't matter. They're doing business, so hey. But Brazil is going to bounce back. And I still feel, after he come out of his little peak now and integrate in the global economy,
Yeah,
as I said, China, India, Russia,
that's fine.
South America, and they'll come back. And the giant is just maybe take a nap. But Brazil, I know you'll be roaring back, just like Jane.
All right.
Come roaring back. All right, so that's it. We close in Brazil. And that's it for Mek Wi Talk.
Coming to you live.
Coming to you live from
the
New
Big
York.
Apple.
So
this evening.
we're going to make a hangout now. This is your town, so you have to tell me where we're going to hang out now.
We'll go get some nice dinner in Manhattan.
Oh, we're going to Manhattan now.
Yeah, we'll go to Manhattan for some dinner.
Some dinner. All right. You know, we
Big
can't
nice
say
night.
go to the club.
How's it
First
look
time
good?
we'd say let's go to the club, but we can't say that anymore. You know,
Sinners
only
saved
club-
by grace. Sinners saved
the
by
only
grace.
club we go is the SDA club. SDA club and Sabbath.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the club we go to now and get some and party with the saint with what we party? We party and Sabbath with God's people.
Yes. Yes. There you go.
And we drink. When we drink our club, we drink wine and wash feet and drink wine.
Yes.
Grape juice wine.
Disclaimer.
It's grape juice wine we
Yes,
drink, right?
yes, it's true.
That's our party.
Communion. Yes.
Yeah.
That's,
And
that's
our
the
party-
only wine we drink now.
Our party is called communion.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the party we have now, which is a sober party.
Yes.
And we have no regret.
Sinners saved by grace.
Sinners saved
Absolutely.
by grace. So have a wonderful night.
And we'll
And
see you next time with Mek Wi
We
Talk.
talk. We talk everything,
Everything.
but no profanity.
Yes. Not all news is bad news.
And not all. Right.